and welcome to this week's Try It Out Tuesday. I decided to go a different route this week, and we will actually be making some DIY makeup remover pads. Now there are several ways that you could go about and do this, but this is the one I found I feel like would work best for me. Before we get started, I wanted to real quickly do a little review on last week's Try It Out Tuesday, the DIY shower vapor discs. As you may remember, last week we made the DIY shower vapor discs. We used water, baking soda, some rosemary oil, lavender, and eucalyptus. I was a little sparing with the essential oils because they are so strong. And these are the kind of discs that you drop into the shower when you've got a stuffy nose, which I have. And so it's kind of interesting how they turned out. If you may recall, I put them into the little daisy silicone pan so that they would come out in these cute little daisies. And then I was going to put them in a glass jar. Well, here's how they turned out. You can see it's just kind of a jar of baking soda mess. However, it does still serve its purpose. It smells, I can't inhale too much. Just want to get a whiff. It smells really good. It smells like it should. But obviously they weren't discs like I had intended. But I did take some and just throw it in the shower right before I got in, and it did serve its purpose. However, I had to dump a lot in there. And so this is maybe only 3 or 4 applications, maybe. So it wasn't exactly what I thought, but again, it is serving its purpose and I will be using it. But if I do it again, I may use some different ingredients, maybe some boric acid, borax, or citric acid to make them hold together a little bit more. So anyway, so did you give it a try? What did you think? Did you make any tweaks? Let me know below. Okay, so let's jump right into this week's Try It Out Tuesday. What we're gonna do is take some Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, some witch hazel, a little bit of vitamin E oil, like a little bit, and some tea tree oil, and of course, water. Instead of using cotton pads, or like disposable cotton pads, you know me, I like to reuse things, so I'm going to be using these little pieces of flannel that I cut up using my picking shears so that they won't fray, or they shouldn't fray. And I've got, it's hard to see on these pads, but it's this adorable like breakfast fabric. It's got eggs and pancakes and bacon and orange juice on it. Thought it was so adorable. I have this fabric, and I have some of this red and white paisley fabric that I thought would be really pretty. And I've cut them into these little squares. I don't know if we'll need all of these. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I'm going to be using this glass Pampered Chef container with a little plastic lid that is watertight and airtight. So the original recipe that I found on Pinterest makes enough for a small plastic container, but I'm going to be doubling that because I figure that that's what I'll need in this. So first, let me move all these things. I'm going to start by adding, of course, keep in mind this is all doubled. This is a tablespoon of Castile soap. I'm going to put directly into the container. And about 2 tablespoons of the witch hazel. Oh, and I should also mention that this is the Dr. Bronner's almond scented one. I have this, peppermint, the unscented, and the lavender. I figured this would probably work the best for me. I like the smell the best anyway. One, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to take a cupful or 2 of tea tree oil. Okay. And just a touch of this. The pin says that if you do have oily skin, you want to not add too much of the vitamin E oil, obviously. Okay. Mix this together. With a little fork, just whisking it. Ooh, that smell is kind of strong. To dilute it just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take the pads, stick them in here. Press down as much as I can. Turn them over and fill the rest. Maybe put a few more in here. Fill the rest with water. It feels pretty oily, probably from all of the tea tree. But there we go. Okay, good deal. I'm going to put the lid on and see what we have. See what we have a little bit later. This will be good for wiping off all makeup or just eye makeup, whatever. We'll see how this works. This is just one recipe that I found online, and as you know, with all of the Try It Out Tuesday stuff, nothing that you see on here I've actually done before. So you're seeing it for the first time as I'm doing it for the first time. I figured it might be fun to kind of try things out with you, my viewing audience. And so we'll see how this works. I'll be sure to give you a review next week to let you know how it went, just to see if maybe you would want to try it or if you have any tweaks to it. There are several ways to do this. I tried to go with more of the all-natural route, and we'll see how this goes. So if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and be sure to subscribe to see more Try It Out Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.